I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I already had everything packed up and ready to go, sitting at the door, and it still took me an hour to have a cup of coffee and get everything on the bike and strap down and all that stuff. An hour. So anyway, got on the road at 5, which was the plan. And what the hell am I doing? Well, number one, I'm going to see my grandmother. To be in your mid-50s and be able to say, I'm going to see my grandmother is freaking awesome. Right? She is going to be 103 on Friday. And I always try to drive up for around her birthday. We usually only get up there about twice a year. She lives in, she moved across the river a long time ago to Gallipolis, Ohio from West Virginia. And so that's where she lives. It's probably like 6 or 7 hour drive from our house in a car. Yeah, we get up there when we can, but it's not anywhere near enough. Because she's awesome, man. Seeing her is like just a reset. She's so cool, and she's always been cool. She's just like super sweet lady, and she's awesome. She is awesome, and she's going to be 103 in a couple days, and still sharp as a tack, still walking around. She started using a walker a little bit just to steady herself. but man, she is just kicking ass. And obviously I pray that I got some of those genetics, just a couple of them. I definitely didn't get her sweetness, but maybe I'll get her longevity. The biggest thing is the brain, man. If my brain could last like hers, I would just be so psyched. That's my worst nightmares. The brain to go and you can't really communicate and you're just like stuck. I gotta redo my papers and make sure somebody will put me down or whatever. Actually, that's what the papers say already, but you know. So anyway, I'm going to see my grandmother, and this is the same grandmother who's the lover of Amish fiction, and I've talked about her before. She's killer. And there's something about this place. They've always lived in this area, and so I've been going there since I was a little tiny kid, and it's very nostalgic, and I love West Virginia. I love Gallipolis, Ohio. It's such a weird place for me. Like, it's just different from the places I live. And that part of my family, my grandfather was a farmer. He had pigs, a couple cows. He was also a postmaster. And they also had a little dairy bar outside their old house. We'll go by there. I'll show it to you. But, you know, Point Pleasant, West Virginia is a very, they live in a very rural place on the Ohio River. And it's just cool. It's cool. So, obviously, I was going to just drive the car. But someone a long time ago, a viewer, recommended that I check out the Tour de Coalfields, which is a route made by, I think it's called, oh no, I looked at it last night so I could tell you, but it's Adventure Horizons, maybe, something like that. Anyway, future Andrew's going to put the info on the screen, and we'll put the link in the description. But it's a 350-mile route, ADV route in West Virginia. And it starts up here near 77 and 81, and it goes up to sort of Beckley, I think, and then heads east and down and around, and looks like it gets pretty remote in places. And I have done about 30 seconds of research. I went to their Facebook page and they had posted a couple of videos, and actually that guy Billy Tyo, Tyo I think is his name, he's got some great videos. He was on the TAT at the same time we were, and he had a couple of videos that I scanned through really quickly, and I watched about, you know, a couple of seconds of a couple of other videos they had on there, and it looks hard. It looks very difficult, and I don't know if I just happened to see the hard parts, or if that's what people video. And but I don't know, man. I'm a little bit scared, because that Billy guy is a great rider, and they were crashing all over the place. So we'll see how it goes. I've got a bike, 400 and whatever, 50, 60 pound bike with 60 pounds of crap on it. Oh lordy, sorry. And I'm solo, so I don't know. I'm gonna be careful. I'm not gonna try not to get into stuff that I can't get out of. But yeah, those Billy videos, man, they were just like huge mud puddles, slippery mud. They were, and I mean, one time they went off the side and had to get the bike back up. He had his son with him. I think it was his son. And anyway, it looked tough. I'm scared. But that's about it. So I took 26 from Asheville up over the mountains into Tennessee, and now I'm on 81 north, headed towards 77, and the start of the route is sort of northwest of that intersection somewhere. So that's about 3.5 hours from my house on the highway. It was 4.5 on back roads, and so I'm on the highway for now. We'll see how that goes. It's really not been that bad, and I've learned something important, and that is I remember the last time I got on the highway with this bike, or one of the last times. I was doing that Martha Scramble ride, and I was in Irwin, Tennessee, and I just needed to get home. And I got on the highway, and I lasted about 2 exits because I was just getting killed by the buffeting. And I took off my visor, and that was the problem. I had always kind of complained about the Royal Enfield on the highway because I just felt unsafe, and I was like, I was going everywhere and being pummeled. And I thought it was the motorcycle, and it's not. It was the visor. All of it was the visor. So I got rid of the visor, and no problem. I mean, I'm going 70, 75, and it feels good. It's smooth. So I guess the only use for a visor is sun. You know, it keeps the sun out of your eyes, but forget it, man. I'm never going back, I don't think. It just feels totally different. And there were times on that the desert ride on the V85 where I just got killed, because that bike goes fast, and it goes fast quickly, at least comparatively speaking to the other bikes I have. And my head would just get ripped off. And so anyway, no more visor for me. So it's about 6:30, 6:45 now. I've got 2 hours to go. 8:45, so that's about right. I was hoping to get to the start at about 9, because there's 100 miles. Here's what I'm doing. So today I'm going to do about 100 miles of the route. It goes north. Then I'm going to split off and go to Gallipolis and see Grandma tomorrow morning. And then I'm going to head out and try to get back to the route where I left it, and do the rest of the route. What's today? Today is Wednesday. See Grandma tomorrow. Try to get back to the route tomorrow. Maybe do a little bit of the route tomorrow. That's Thursday, and then finish on Friday. Because I have a live stream that starts on Saturday, although I got an email saying maybe I don't have to be there till Sunday. And so I had to get all that stuff, now I'm in Virginia, I had to get all that stuff packed up and ready to go because it's like a big job. It's like a religious, I do this every year, there's 2 of them. And it's these religious groups. I think they're Lutheran, but they have these big conferences out at a place called Canuga down in Hendersonville, and that's like a retreat center or something. And my job is to do all the camera work and set up the live stream and feed it to them, and then they send it out on, I think they're using Zoom this year. And then sometimes they have concerts that we stream on YouTube. But anyway, it's a big, huge deal. It's a lot of cable for me, and it's nerve-wracking because I don't want anything to go wrong, you know. So hopefully I've got all the gear that I need for that packed and it's ready to go, and I'll just get home and fly down there and do it up. What else is going on? I don't know. Nothing. All right, I'll probably stop for some coffee. Maybe I'll see you there, and then I'll see you at the start of the route. Just stopped for a Hardee's coffee and a fill up. I still don't understand the Himalayan and fuel. The gauge is like when 125 miles and the needle was on half, and like 10 miles later it was on empty, and the thing came on saying I need fuel. So I have no idea what the range of this thing is. I really don't. I thought it was like 250 miles, but I don't know. I just went through Wytheville. No matter how I pronounce the place, it's going to be wrong, just so you know. Went through Wytheville, or Wytheville? How would you say that? Wytheville? Virginia, and now headed north on 77. I thought I was going to take some back roads off of 81 to get up there, but it was like an added 40 minutes to go the back way, so I'm not minding the highway at all, to be honest. It's totally pleasant. Stupid visor. Yeah, it's totally cool. So I got another 50 minutes, and then I'll be at the start of the track. Travel to West Virginia to see my grandparents. My dad, he was from New Jersey, and at the time we lived in Georgia. Well, we lived in New Jersey for a while, then Georgia, then Connecticut. But anyway, whenever we go to visit them, when we crossed the state line, my dad would roll down the window and spit. I'm not sure what the symbolism was about that, because I think he liked West Virginia. He went to West Virginia University. So did my mom. And I almost went there. But West Virginia is cool, man. It's a weird, weird state. It's cool. 12-mile road. Isn't that the Eminem movie? Was that called 12 Mile? Where's he from? He could be from West Virginia, but he's not. He's from Detroit, maybe? Detroit? Oh, wait, what am I doing? Why is it... Why? Oh, come on. What the hell? Was there no exit down there? There was, wasn't there? Oh, what the hell, man? I'm so confused. Zumo just had me make a U-turn on the highway. Either I missed the exit, or there's no exit going the way I needed to go. I don't know. But what the hell? I feel sure it was me. Damn it all. Alright, now I'm back on track. I'm on 52. I feel sure that there was an exit I could have gotten off on. I don't know what happened. I think it has to do with I'm a dumbass. You know what I mean? So I'm going to stop for gas again. I've only gone 77 miles on that tank. But I'm a little paranoid now about the whole fuel situation. I wish I had run into empty at least once to see what the real range is. I do have almost a liter of fuel, spare fuel, so I'll be fine. But what's the other thing I'm worried about? Oh, the back tire. I bought these Shinkos to take this bike on the excuse me, on the East Coast BDRs, which of course didn't happen. But I don't feel like I've done too much on this bike. Just the Georgia Traverse, some local stuff. I don't know, nothing big, but the back tire is about ready. I think it'll be fine for this trip, but after that I'll have to change them. So let's talk about the highway. That was about 3 hours on the highway, and no problem whatsoever. I remember the last time I got on the highway and I was miserable. I got off after like 2 exits. And I don't say. It's fine on the highway. I could do that all day. 70, 75 is just fine. It's a little weak on the hills. Would I rather ride the V85 on the highway? Yes, definitely. Way more comfortable, but this is fine. It's fine. I could go anywhere on this bike, really. I could go cross country on this bike. Like on the highway. Not bad at all. And speaking of V85, I'm still not going to buy one, I don't think. I want to do a There Is No Perfect Bike video and sort of explain what I wish I could have and try to understand why I can't have it. I also briefly, because I think, like, I rode John's DR650, and it was nice. It has so much more power than this, and it's lighter than this. Really, the only problem with it is it's ugly. No offense, DR people, but it doesn't do anything for me at all. Square headlight? Come on, man. Square headlight? Come on. No. That, and I don't know why, but I wish it had fuel injection. I cannot believe they haven't upgraded that still. But does that matter? I don't even know if it matters. I don't know what it even does. Except for that, you don't have to have a carburetor. But my dream would be a DR650 that was a little bit lighter than a DR650, just a little bit, because John's bike is light. Like, you can lift up the back just by yourself. I don't know how many pounds it is. Future Engine put it up, but it's much lighter than the Himalayan, and it's got plenty of power. And I think it's okay on the highway. I don't think it's great, but it's got to be as good as the Himalayan. And so what I want is a DR650 that's a little lighter with shaft drive and tubeless tires and cruise control. And that's it. And a round headlight and none of the plastic. I want a DR650 that looks like a Royal Enfield Himalayan, or some sort of retro look like that, with shaft drive and tubeless tires. I actually started to look into converting a chain drive to a shaft drive, and when you search something on Google and it doesn't come up on the first page, then you can pretty much guess that it's not possible. And I don't think it's possible. It's definitely not, what's the word, financially smart. I guess anything's possible, but it would be stupid. So that's out. Because I was thinking, I was gonna buy that V85. I really wanted to. If he had come down to my price, I would have. So instead of spending all that money, why not buy a nice DR650, like a used one? And I don't think they're that expensive. And then spend a bunch of money getting it how I want it, like with shaft drive and tubeless tires. But I don't think that's in the cards, unfortunately. All the forums I saw where someone asked that question, they just got crucified as being idiots, and everyone was like, if you want shaft drive, buy a bike with shaft drive. So there you go. And as far as I know, there is no bike with shaft drive that's light enough for what I want. It's feeling like West Virginia. All right, this is officially the start of the Tour de Coalfields. Hey, please like this video if you liked this video, and if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. Also, if you're interested, there are links to gear lists and goofy t-shirts in the description. Thanks a ton for watching.